Provincial government ensures no casino development in Bali, despite what you may have heard. And Bali MRT project starts September 1st, not too long from now. Provincial government designs traffic scheme. Stay tuned for details on these and other stories. Selamat siang. Welcome to the latest news from Bali in Indonesia. This is August 6th, 2024. Wasn't sure about that. And my name is Bruce. And what is the weather like today? A little cooler than usual, 28.8 degrees Celsius, and humidity 69%. Wind speed is still breezy at 16.4 kilometers per hour. And there have been a lot of stories in the news recently about this proposed casino being built, well, either in Karangasem or Buleleng, we'll get to that. And, well, the provincial government says, no, it's not happening, and Pak Sandiaga Uno said, no, it's not happening. So we're going to take a look at that and some MRT stuff and a few other interesting things happening around the island. Let's talk about the casino. Provincial government ensures no casino development in Bali. The Bali provincial government, Pemprov, ensures that there will be no casino development on the island of the gods. The reason is Bali is a tourism place that carries culture, that depends on culture, really. Head of Bali Tourism Office, Pak Jakorta Bagus Pemayun, said that the law also prohibits gambling. Yes, it's illegal to gamble in Indonesia. He said from the proposal of building a casino, of course it is not yet possible because the law prohibition on gambling is in effect. Pak Pemayun explained that the basis of Balinese tourism is culture. As a result, tourism development is based on culture and local wisdom. It's not a matter of rejecting the casino. This is just cultural tourism. Previously, the general chairperson of the Indonesia Young Entrepreneurs Association of Karangasem responded to the proposal to build a casino in Bali. According to him, although the casino has drawn lots of pros and cons, he said the proposal is worthy of further discussion. He said the development of a casino in Bali proposed by young people should not be seen from a right and wrong perspective, but these ideas and concepts should be accommodated for comprehensive discussion by all parties. Furthermore, he said that the proposal should be seen as a whole, whether it will have a good impact or not on the development of tourism in the future. And there have been so many articles about this in the last couple of days. We'll talk about another one in just a minute. But it looks like they want to build this up in Buleleng. And the reason is that Buleleng is one of the poorest regencies in Bali. And because there's going to be the North Bali Airport. Okay, well, we know how long that's been talked about, and so nothing's still on the airport. And so they're going to put a casino next to the airport and fly in a lot of high rollers. So having a casino in Bali, well, let's talk about Pak Sandiaga first. Pak Sandiaga rejects plan to build casino in Bali. The Minister of Tourism and Creative Economy emphasized that there are no plans to build a casino in Bali. He firmly rejected it because it would be the same as legalizing gambling in Indonesia, he said. He said there is no such thing as a casino, so we will immediately say firmly that there is no such plan. Adyatama Tourism and Creative Economy main expert Nia Niskaya emphasized that from the beginning the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy has rejected the existence of casinos in Bali because it is something that is prohibited. He said, this is what differentiates us from our two neighboring countries. According to him, in other countries, casinos are one of the attractions. While in Indonesia, he reminded that casinos are something that is prohibited because of gambling. Of course, we know that. He said, we are a country of law, so it's not possible. Last thing we need up in Buleleng is a casino. The provincial government has had their say. Pak Sandiaga has had his say, and so we think we can bury the casino for the time being, at least. And what about the MRT or the LRT? Bali MRT project starts September 1st, 2024. Provincial government designs traffic scheme. Yeah, because they're going to be digging up the ground and putting this tunnel underneath the ground. What's going to happen with traffic? The Bali provincial government, Pemprov, is currently designing a traffic flow scheme during the mass rapid transit project, which will start on September 1st. According to Pak Pamayun, once the scheme is complete, the engineering information will be immediately informed to domestic and foreign tourists. This information is related to which routes are closed and disrupt tourist activities. Pak Pamayun said, "Later we will inform you that, if possible, tourists should not pass through these routes for the duration of the project." Yeah, I don't know what choice they're going to have. Pak Pamayun has not been able to explain which lanes will be closed during construction. He will still coordinate with the transportation agency regarding this information. And of course, this is planned to alleviate all the traffic problems down in the south. Whether that's going to happen or not, I don't know. And so we'll have to see. Let's talk about the Sanur Beach Club that was also talked about a lot. Sandiaga says beach club development in Sanur no longer exists. The Minister of Tourism and Economy revealed the latest news on the construction of a beach club in Sanur, which had a lot of people up in arms. He said that the construction no longer exists. It turns out that this beach club was so much of a fuss, but it didn't happen. It didn't exist. When we checked with Ibu Made, Deputy for Marketing at the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Economy, it turned out that the beach club has not got a permit. In addition, Pak Sandiaga explained that in terms of registration for permits, it was also not in accordance with what the public had said, that the location would be built as a beach club. In fact, he added, they haven't specifically reached that point. This is just a plan. So there is a plan. However, this is good meaning that there is control from the public and society. As is known, the Sanur Beach Club was to be built in the area of Jalan Danau Tamblingan, right by the Icon Mall. And the Icon Mall has said to cause traffic jams, and if there was a beach club there, well, the traffic jams would supposedly be even worse, most likely. Pak Jaya Nagara said that the plan to build the beach club had been widely discussed when the Icon Bali Mall just opened up. He admitted that he had given instructions to the licensing agency to stop the beach club permit in the Sanur area. He emphasized that the construction of the beach club should not be carried out without a permit. Of course, things do get built here without permits. They start building them and then they get the permits later. One of those unusual things here. He admitted that he did not know whether the construction of the beach club had received permission from the center or not. That's from the one-stop service thing where they give out a permit and then local people find out about it later. If there is no basic permit, the construction is not allowed unless he has permission from the center, and we don't know about that, he said. Communication. Meeting KNKT. Acting Governor of Bali stresses flight safety does not eliminate kite flying. Responding to the incident of helicopter entangled in a kite string in Bali, the acting governor met with the chairman of the National Transportation Safety Committee, that's KNKT, at the Bali governor's office. This meeting is a step to prevent similar incidents because in Bali there's a tradition of flying kites. The acting governor said attention has to be paid to flight safety and safety of life, but not ignore the kite culture, which is part of Balinese culture. He emphasized that tourist helicopters and kites can operate safely if there's strict supervision around the kite area and the helicopter route. The Bali provincial government has formed a kite task force consisting of various agencies. The task force aims to disseminate kite flying regulations to the public and to control kite flying in prohibited zones or as high as helicopters go. What about if helicopters go low? Must consistently enforce the rules to ensure helicopter tours run safely and kites remain sustainable. There's no ban on kite flights, only regulations. Meanwhile, KNKN highlighted the helicopter crash incident because it's become a national and international incident. They've coordinated with all stakeholders to prevent similar incidents and highlighted the importance of synergy in socializing the dangers of kite flying in vulnerable zones, especially near airports. All stakeholders, he said, must be involved in socializing the rules to the public. We have also evaluated flight operators. Existing regulations must be socialized and their implementation enforced. There's that magic word, enforced. And so that needs to be sorted out. So a lot of stuff going on here. Right? Looks like no casino, looks like no beach club, looks like the LRT or MRT is going to be started, or the construction is going to be started on September 1st. There are going to be disruptions and, well, dissemination, I don't know. And so you're starting on September 1st. We've still got tons of tourists flooding in here. How is that going to work with traffic coming out of the airport? So there could be a big backup there. Depends, I guess, on where they start and how they're going to do this. Just have to wait and see, as usual, here in Indonesia. That's it for today. Thanks for viewing. Be kind to someone today. Stay safe, and I will see you next time.